Hello viewers, welcome to May-June 2016 WAEC, also known as WASSCE, past questions and detailed solution, general mathematics / mathematics core, paper 1 objective test, questions 1 to 50, solution to 50 questions in one video. Question 1, if 23 base s plus 101 base s is equal to 130 base s, find the value of s. What you do here is to convert each number to base 10, and to do that you multiply each digit by s, the base number in the given number. So you have, for the first number 23, you have 2 times s plus 3 times s. What you do is that you insert the position of each digit starting from 0 to the base number. So from right, position of 3 is 0, so you have s power 0. Position of 2 is 1, so you have s power 1. So the second number becomes 1 times s squared plus 0 times s power 1 plus 1 times s power 0. That is the position starting from 0 now. The right hand side, you have 1 times s plus 3 times s plus 0 times s. If you insert the position starting from 0, you have s power 0, s power 1, and s power 2. You simplify further. S power 1 is s times 2, you have 2s. S power 0 is 1 times 3, you have plus 3. Then here you have s squared, this term is 0. S power 0 is 1 times plus 1, you have this plus 1. The right hand side, you have 1 square, that is 1s squared, that is s squared. This term is 3s, here is 0. That is what you have there. So let us transfer all the terms containing s to the left hand side and the constants to the right hand side. So let's start with this plus s squared. You write it there. If you transfer this s squared, it becomes minus s squared. You have plus 2, you write it. You transfer plus 3s, it becomes minus 3s. If you transfer plus 1, it becomes minus 1. Transfer plus 3 becomes minus 3. S squared minus s squared is 0. 2s minus 3s is minus 1s, also written as minus s. Minus 1 minus 3 is minus 4. If you multiply through by minus 1, you have s equal to 4. Hence, D is the correct option. Question 2, simplify, bracket open, 3 over 4 times 2 minus 2 over 3, bracket open, times 1 whole number 1 over 5. Here you apply Bodmans. So you have to deal with the bracket first, but we're going to do two things as well. As the bracket is being simplified, we also convert this fraction to improper fraction. The bracket is subtraction, so you find the LCM of 4 and 3, and that is 12. So you write the LCM and division line. You divide the LCM by each denominator, your answer times numerator. So you have 12 divided by 4 is 3. 3 times 3, you have 9. The same 12 divided by 3 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8 over 12 times. If you convert this to improper fraction, you have 6 over 5. If you subtract the numerator in the bracket, you have 1 over 12 times 6 over 5. Divide 6 by 6, you have 1. Divide 12 by 2, you have, divide 12 by 6, you have 2. So 1 times 1 is 1, 2 times 5 is 10. So you have 1 over 10. A is, okay, correct option is C, not A. So C is the correct option, 1 over 10. Question 3, simplify, bracket open, 10 root 3 over root 5 minus root 15, bracket close or squared. So this is a given problem. Now let us try to simplify this term before we take the square. So we write that term out. For it to be simplified, you simply rationalize the denominator by using root 5 to multiply both numerator and denominator in this form. So you have 10 root 3 times root 5, you have 10 root 15. Different sort can be multiplied. Root 5 times root 5 is 5. If you divide 10 by 5, you have 2 root 15. So this is the whole problem, and let's replace the first term with 2 root 15. So you have bracket open, 2 root 15 minus root 15, bracket close or square. Now because of the square, we have to write that term twice and expand. So you take first term times first term and second term. That is 2 times 2, 4. Root 15 times root 15 is 15. Then you have minus 2 times 2 root 15 times root 15. That is minus 2 times 15. Then you use the second term to multiply first term and second term. That is, you have minus first, 2 times 1 there is 2, root 15, this root 15 times root 15, you have 15. Then the second term against second term, minus times minus is plus. What you have there, root 15 times root 15 is 15. So you have 60 minus 30 minus 30 plus 15. If you take out these three terms, become 0, you are left with 15. B is the correct option. Question 4. The distance D through which a stone falls from rest varies directly as the square of the time t taken. If the stone falls 45 centimeters in 3 seconds, how far will it fall in 6 seconds? This problem is direct variation, so you have D varies directly as t squared in this form. In variation, we always do away with the symbol of variation and introduce equality sign. As you are doing that, you also introduce the constant of variation to multiply the variable in the right hand side. So K is the constant of variation or proportionality. Alright, now this statement, when D is 45, T is 3, is to enable you find K. So you put 45 in place of D. Now if you put 3 in place of T and square it, you have 9. So you have 9K. Divide through by 9, K is equal to 5. Now that K is known, you need to write the equation connecting D and T by simply replacing K with 5, and you have it in this form. Now you are asked to find D when T is 6 seconds. So in that formula, you simply replace t with 6. So you have 5 times t squared, that is 5 times 36, and you have 180 centimeters. C is the correct option. Question 5. Which of the following is a valid conclusion from the premise? Nigerian footballers are good footballers. A. Joseph plays football in Nigeria, therefore he is a good footballer. No, this one means Joseph can be from anywhere but playing in Nigeria. B. Joseph is a good footballer, therefore he is a Nigerian footballer. No, not all good footballers are from Nigeria. C. Joseph is a Nigerian footballer, therefore he is a good footballer. C is the correct option. Question 6. On a map, 1 centimeter represents 5 kilometers. Find the area on the map that represents 100 square kilometers. Okay, so this is the given unit. Now area is measured in squared unit, so let's convert this to square. So you have 1 centimeter all squared represent 5 kilometers all square. That simply means 25 square kilometers. Therefore means that 25 square kilometers represent 1 square centimeters. Therefore 100 square kilometers represent 4. That is 100 divided by 25 equal to 4 square centimeters. Very simple. 25 is 1, 50 is 2, 75 is 3, and 100 is 4. B is the correct option. Question 7. Simplify 3 power n minus 1 times 27 power n plus 1 over 81 power n. This is exponential problem. So looking at the bases, the lowest base is 3. So you express all the bases in base 3. So the first term, so this is the problem. The first term remain the same. 20 so can be expressed as 3 cubed, then times n plus 1 is a power, then 81 is expressed as 3 power 4. So you have 3 power 4 n. Here we apply law of multiplication of the same basis and you add the powers. So the powers are being added. If you open this bracket here, you have 3 power n plus minus 1 plus 3n plus 3. This is where it stops first, and division implies subtraction of powers. So you subtract 4n from 8. Now this is what happened. N plus 3n is 4n. That will take care of minus 4n. You are left with minus 1 plus 3. Minus 1 plus 3, and that is 2. So you have 3 power 2 equal to 9. B is the correct option. Question 8. What sum of money will amount to 10,400 D in 5 years at 6%? So you are asked to find the principal because you have the amount, time, and rate. Interest, you have to get the interest. Interest is principal times rate times time over 1,000. Principal is unknown. rate is 6, time is 5 over 100. If you simplify, you have 30p over 100, and that gives 3p over 10. That is the interest. Now, in simple interest, amount is equal to principal plus time, plus interest. Principal is 10,400. Amount is 10,400. Principal is unknown. Interest is 3p over 10. 3p over 10. So if you add these things together, you have 13p over 10. So you have 10,400 equal to 13p over 10. If you cross multiply by using 10 to multiply 10,400, you have 13p equal to 104,000. If you divide through by 13, you have p equal to 8,000 d. So A is the correct option. Question 9. Which of the following number lines illustrate the solution of the inequality? 4 less than equal to 1 over 3 bracket open 2s minus 1 bracket close less than equal to 5. So here you multiply through by 3 to clear fraction. If you do that, this becomes 12. That is 12 less than or equal to. Multiply this term by 3, you are left with 2s minus 1 less than equal to. Multiply through by 5, you have 15. This problem, you can only solve it if you split it into 2 equal parts. After splitting it, you merge the final result together. Now, the second term is the bridge between the first and third. So the first and third forms one inequality, and first and second form one inequality, and second and third forms another inequality. Okay, so you solve both. So let's collect like terms. If you move minus 1, you have 12 plus 1 less than equal to 2s. If you add, you have 13 less than equal to 2s. Divide both sides by 2, you have 13 over 2 less than equal to 2s, and you have 6 whole number 1 over 2 less than equal to 2s. Come here, collect like terms, transfer plus 1 to the right hand side. You have 2s less than equal to 15 plus 1. You have 2s less than equal to 16. Divide through by 2. You have s less than equal to 16 over 2. And you have s less than equal to 8. If you merge both solutions together, you have 16 and 6 and a half less than equal to s less than equal to 8. You come to the number line. Now, the symbol we have there is weak, and weak symbol of inequality means you use thick circle to do your representation. So from here, you have this is weak, this is weak. So we have 2 double thick circle. So in between 6 and 7 is 6 and a half. Then here is 8. So B is the correct option. Question 10. The roots of a quadratic equation are 4 over 3 and minus 3 over 7. Find the equation. To find such equation, you can use this simple rule. S squared minus sum of roots times s plus product of roots equal to 0. So this is sum of roots, product of roots. If you simplify sum of roots, you have s squared equal to 19 over 21 times s, plus if you simplify product of roots, you have minus 4 over 7 equal to 0. If you open the bracket, you have s squared minus 19 over 21s plus minus is minus. You have 4 over 7 equal to 0. You have to multiply through by 21, the LCM of 21 and 7 to clear fractions. Multiply this by 21, you have 21s squared minus, multiply the second term by 21, you have 19s minus, multiply this by 21, you have 21 times 4 over 7. If you divide 21 by 7, you have 3. 3 times 4 is 12, then equal to 0. A is the correct option. Petakus Simplified Maths. If you are viewing and watching from YouTube, ensure that you to the channel, subscribe to it, like and share PSM videos. If you are watching and view from Facebook, follow and like the page. Also share PSM videos. Question 11. Find the value of y for which the expression y squared plus 9y minus 18 over y squared plus 4y minus 21 is undefined. The expression is undefined when the denominator is equal to 0 or equated to 0. So we have y squared plus 4y minus 21 equal to 0. To factorize, look for two factors of 21 that the sum is plus 4 in y. Such factors must be plus 7 minus 3. You write the two factors in y and replace the middle term with them. So you have y squared plus 7y minus 3y minus 21 equal to 0. The terms are now 4. You factorize by grouping, where the first two terms takes the first bracket and the last two terms the second bracket. Ensure that the two brackets are separated with a plus sign. From the first bracket, y is common. If you factor out y, you have y plus 7 in the bracket minus, from the second group now, you can factor out minus 3. So you have minus 3 bracket open, y plus 7 bracket close equal to 0. Clearly, y plus 7 is common. If you factor it out, you have y and minus 3 remaining that will form the other group, so equal to 0. You equate each group to 0, so you have y plus 7 equal to 0 or y minus 3 equal to 0. If you transfer the constant terms respectively, you have y equal to minus 7 or 3. C is the correct option. Question 12. Given that 2s plus y equal to 7 and 3s minus 2y equal to 3, by how much is 7s greater than 10? For us to get 7s, we need to get s first, and that means you solve both equations simultaneously, and I want to use the method of substitution. So you have equation 1 and 2. From equation 1, make y the subject and put it into equation 2. This is equation 1. If you make y the subject, you have y equal to 7 minus 2s. Now this is equation 2. You replace y with 7 minus 2s. So you have 2s equal to minus 2 bracket open, 7 minus 2s bracket close equal to 3. You open this bracket with minus 2 and you have 3s minus 14 plus 2s equal to 3. If you add like terms, 3s and 4s, you have 7s. If you transfer minus 14 to the right hand side and add it to 3, you have 17. Divide through by 7, you have s equal to 17 over 7. So 7s is equal to 7 times 17 over 7, and that is 17. So you subtract 10 from 7s to know how much 7s is greater than 10. So you have 7s is 17 minus 10 equal to 7. C is the correct option. Question 13. Simplify 2 over 1 minus s minus 1 over s. This is fraction and subtraction. To simplify, you find the LCM of the denominators, and the LCM is s bracket open 1 minus s bracket close. The rule is that you divide the LCM by each denominator and your answer times numerator. So if you divide the LCM by 1 minus s, you have s remaining, multiply 2, you have 2s. You divide the LCM by the second denominator, you have 1 minus s times minus 1. So you have minus 1 bracket open 1 minus s bracket close over the denominator. If you open the bracket, the numerator, you have 2s minus 1 plus s. Minus 1 times minus s is plus s over the denominator. If you add 2s to s, you have 3s minus 1 over s bracket open 1 minus s bracket close. There is no common term that can cancel out. So B is the correct option. Question 14. Make S the subject of the relation P equal to S plus SM squared over N arrow. Solution. To do this, you clear the fraction by multiplying through by N arrow. If you do that, the left hand side becomes N arrow P equal to N arrow S plus SM squared. From the right hand side, factor out S. So you have N arrow P equal to S bracket open N arrow minus M squared bracket close. To get S, divide both sides by the term in the bracket, and you have S equal to N arrow P over N arrow plus M squared. D is the correct option. Question 15. Factorize bracket open 2s plus 3y bracket close all squared minus bracket open s minus 4y bracket close all squared. This is difference of two squares. Take for instance a squared minus b squared. When factorized, you have a minus b in one bracket times a plus b in the other bracket. So this term is a and this term is b. So this is a minus b. It's very clear in this pattern, and this is a plus b. So let's open the bracket with minus 1 here. So we have 2s plus 3y minus s plus 4y. Minus 1 times minus 4y is plus 4y. Then the second bracket, you have 2s plus 3y plus s minus 4y. Now 2s minus s, you have s. 3y plus 4y, you have 7y. If you come here, 2s plus s, you have 3s plus 3y minus 4y, you have minus y. So A is the correct option. Question 16. The curved surface area of a cylinder 5 cm high is 110 square centimeters. Find the radius of its base. Take pi as 22/7. Curved surface area of a cylinder is 2 pi ROH. The area is 110 times equal to 2 times pi times RO unknown times 5. You can multiply through by 7 to clear fractions. Notice that everything here is a single term. So you multiply 110 by 7. 2 times 22 is 44 times RO times 7. To get RO, divide both sides by 44 times 5. 2 times 22 is 44. So you have RO equal to 110 times 11 times 7 divided by 44 times 5. If you multiply and divide, you have 3.5 centimeters as the radius. So B is the correct option. 17. The volume of a pyramid with height 15 cm is 90 cube centimeters. If its base is a rectangle with dimensions SCM by 6 cm, find the value of S. Volume of a pyramid is equal to 1/3 times base area times height. Here, the base area is the area of a rectangle, that is length times breadth. So the volume becomes 1/3 length times breadth times height. The volume is 90. 1/3 times S times 6 times 15. You can multiply through by 3 to clear fractions, or you can simply divide 6 by 2. Any approach you want to use. So we have 90 times 3 equal to S times 6 times 15. Divide both sides by 6 times 15 to get S. So S is equal to 90 times 3/6 times 15. Simple arithmetic. 3 reduce 6 to 2. 2 reduce 90 to 45. And 15 reduce 45 to 3. So A is the correct option. Question 18. In the diagram, YW is a tangent to the circle at S, UV equal to SV, and angle VSW is 50 degrees. Find the value of angle USY. From this diagram, this 50 is equal to this angle, that is alternate segment. Now, by this marking, the triangle is isosceles. That means the base angles are equal. So if here is 50, automatically here is 50. Then you get the third angle that is equal to this place, what you are asked to look for, the same alternate angle. Solution: angle VSW is equal to angle SUV and is 50 degrees. Alternate segment. Angle SUV equal to angle VSU, the same 50 degrees. Base angles of isosceles triangle. In triangle SUV, if you add the 3 angles, the sum is 180. So we get the third angle in that triangle. If you add these 2 angles, you transfer, you have 180 degrees minus 100 degrees, and that is 80 degrees. That is this angle now. This angle is 80, and this angle is equal to what you are asked to look for. So therefore, angle SY is equal to angle SUV SVU and is equal to 80 degrees. Alternate angles again. So B is the correct option. Question 19. In the diagram, PF, QT, ROG intersect, that is meet at S. PQ is parallel ROG. If angle SPQ is 133 degrees, angle ROST 22 degrees, find angle SPQ. First, because PQ and ROG are parallel, 133 plus this angle here is equal to 180. Sum of interior angles. So you have GSP plus 133 equal to 180 degrees. To get GSP, you transfer this term to the right hand side and you have 180 degrees minus 133 degrees equal to 67 degrees. Now this plate, there are two angles here. That is, you have PSQ, that is this one first, and GSQ, this angle, and the two when added is equal to GSP. That is what you have here. From this operation, we want to look for PSQ. So you transfer this to the right hand side and you have angle PSQ equal to angle GSP minus angle GSQ. Now angle GSQ is equal to ROST equal to 22. That is vertically opposite angles. GSP. That is correct. Now angle PSQ is equal to GSP. That is 67 minus GSQ, that is 22. If you subtract, you have 45 degrees. Okay, GSQ equal to ROST, that is G, this is S equal, and Q equal to this angle. You can see there, these two angles, vertically opposite angles. So B is the correct option. Question 20. In the diagram, O is the center of the circle. Angle SOZ is 10 degrees. Angle SWZ is m degrees. Find or calculate the value of m. We can do that in this way. We can use angle 10 degrees to get this angle. Add to this angle, the sum is 180. Or we can use angles at a point. That means this place is obtuse. SOZ is obtuse and is equal to twice this angle at circumference. So any of these two options will give us the result. Let us take one out of the two options. So we have angle SOZ is equal to 2 times angle SWZ. That is the obtuse angle now, equal to the other one, 2m degrees. The reason is that angle at center is 2 times angle at circumference. So you have the reflex angle SOZ. The reflex angle is 10m squared plus the obtuse angle SOZ, that is 2m degrees. The sum is 360 degrees. The reason is that sum of angles at a point. So you have 2m degrees plus 10m degrees equal to 360 degrees. If you add, you have 12m equal to 360 degrees. To get m, divide both sides by 12. So m is equal to 360 degrees divided by 12, and that is 30 degrees. A is the correct option. Petakus Simplified Maths. If you are viewing from YouTube, subscribe to the channel, like and share PSM videos. If you are viewing and watching from Facebook, follow and like the page. Also share PSM videos. Question 21. Kweku walked 8 meters up a slope and was 3 meters above the ground. If he walks 12 meters further up the slope, how far above the ground will he be? This diagram illustrates the information. The movement was done twice. At this point, the distance from the ground level is 3 meters. He has walked up 8. He went further by 12. Total height is needed. By similar triangle, 8/3 from the first triangle is equal to this whole length, 8 plus 24 over the entire height, that is h. So you have 8/3 equal to 20 over h. If you cross multiply, you have 8h equal to 60. To get h, divide both sides by 8, and you have h equal to 60 over 8, and you have 7.5 meters. C is the correct option. Question 22. In the diagram, TS is a tangent to the circle at S, P arrow equal to RS, and angle PQR is 117 degrees. Calculate angle PST, that is this angle. Angle PST is equal to this angle in alternate segment. But to get this angle, you have to get this angle, because in PQRS, this angle plus this is equal to 180. Opposite angle of a cyclic quadrilateral. So once you get this angle, by this marking, this angle here is equal to this angle, base angle, and you get this, which is equal to PST. Alright, so angle PQR is equal to angle PSR and is equal to 180 degrees. So you have 117 degrees plus angle PSR is equal to 180 degrees. To get PSR, you transfer 117 to the right hand side. It becomes negative. Subtract from 180, you have 63 degrees. PSR is equal to SPR and is equal to 63 degrees. Base angles of isosceles triangle. So we get this angle now. So if we add the three angles in triangle PROS, the sum is 180 in this form. Already you know this and you know this as well. So if you transfer the two, the right hand side, you have angle PSR equal to 180 degrees minus 63 degrees minus 63 degrees. That is for angle SPR and angle PRS. And if you subtract, you have 54 degrees. So I said earlier, angle PST is equal to angle PRS, and that is 54 degrees, alternate segment. So A is the correct option. Question 23. In the diagram, P arrow is parallel SV and is parallel WY. TS is parallel QY. Angle PQT is 48 degrees. Angle TSW for 60 degrees. Find angle TQU. This is TQU. Now we have a triangle here. If we are able to get this angle and get this angle and add the three together, you can get TQU. Alright, this angle here, angle PQT, that is 48, is equal to this angle QTU, alternate angles, because of the parallel line. So already we know QTU as 48 degrees. Now UTS is equal to WTSW. This angle here is equal to this angle, the same alternate angle, and this angle is equal to this angle, the same alternate angle. So in triangle TQU, if you add the three angles, the sum is equal to 180 degrees, and you are looking for TQU. QTU is 48 degrees, QUT is 60 degrees, the sum equal to 180 degrees. If you add these two angles, you have 108. Move to the right hand side, you subtract it from 180, so you have angle TQU is equal to 72 degrees. C is the correct option. A straight line passes through the points P with the ordered point or coordinate 1, 2 and Q 5, 8. Use this information to answer questions 24 and 25. Question 24. Calculate the gradient of the line. Gradient of PQ denoted by M is equal to Y2 minus Y1 over S2 minus S1. This is the first point. So you have S1 is 1, Y1 is 2. Here S2 is 5 and Y2 is 8. If you put that in the formula, you have this result. If you subtract, you have 6 over 4. When you reduce, you have 3 over 7. So the correct option is C. Sorry, 3 over 2. 3 over 2. You have C. Question 25. Calculate the length of PQ. Length of PQ is the distance between P and Q, and it is given by this expression. Already it's very clear. S2 minus S1, you have 4. You just put 4 there and square it. Y2 minus Y1 is 6. You square 6. So you have 16 plus 36 in square root. When you add, you have root 52. The answer is expressed in short form. So you look for a factor of 52 that is a perfect number. That is 4 times 13. And root 4 is 2. So you have 2 root 13. D is the correct option. Question 26. In the diagram, TS is perpendicular to UW, US is 1 centimeter, and TS equal to WS equal to 3 centimeters. Find angle UTW. That is this angle. And you have two angles here. You have to look for UTS and WTS. If you add together, you get angle UTW. In triangle UTS, you can get this angle first. So you have, this is right angle triangle. So if you are to get this angle, this is hypotenuse. You have opposite and adjacent. The given side, you have opposite and adjacent. So it is tan that defines that. So you have tan of angle UTS equal to 1/√3. So to get UTS, you take the inverse of 1/3, tan inverse, and tan inverse of 1/√3 is 30 degrees. In triangle SWT, you also have tan of angle STW is opposite. Opposite, that is taking this angle now. Opposite is √3 and adjacent is also √3. If you divide both, you have 1. You have 1. To get angle STU, take the inverse of tangent of 1, and that is 45 degrees. Hence, angle UTW is equal to angle UTS plus angle STW. If you add both angles, that is 30 degrees plus 45 degrees, and you have 75 degrees. C is the correct option. Question 27. If cos theta is S and sine 60 degrees is S plus 0.5 over this range, find to the nearest degree the value of theta. You have this expression. Inside this expression, S is equal to cos theta. So if you check, sine 60 degrees is 0.8660 equal to cos theta plus 0.5. Collect like terms by transferring this. So you have 0.8660 minus 0.5 equal to cos theta. So cos theta is equal to this. So go to check inverse of tan, inverse of cosine, not tan. If you check inverse of cosine of 0.366, you have 68.53 degrees. To the nearest degree, you have 69 degrees. You consider 68. The next number is 5. Round it up to 1. You add to 68 and you have 69 degrees. D is the correct option. The table shows the age of students in a club. Use it to answer questions 28 and 29. 28. How many students are in the club? You get that by adding the frequency together. That is 10 plus 24 plus 8 plus 5 plus 3. That is 50. A is the correct option for question 28. Question 29. Find the median age. What we have here is group data. So to get the median, first you have to add the frequency, and from 28, sum of frequency is 50. 50 is an even total. You know, if it is odd, you have to add 1 to it. If it is odd, you add 1. If it is even, you leave it. Next is to get the median class. The median class is to divide the sum of frequency by 2, that is 25th position. So you keep on adding the frequencies till you get to the 25th position. You start by adding 10 plus 24 is 34. That is already more than. So where 25 is located is not 10 but 24, because you've added the 2 now. So the age against that frequency is 14. So the median age is 14 years. B is the correct option. 25 cannot be accommodated here, but if you add 10 to 24, 25 can be seen in this place after adding 10 and 24. Hence the median age is 14. Option B. Question 30. The figure is a pie chart which represents the expenditure of a family in a year. If the total income of the family was 10,800,000, how much was spent on food? From the pie chart, we need to get the sectorial angle for food. The one for education is 90, health is 70, clothing is 80 degrees, and the sum of the angles in a pie chart is 360 degrees. So for food, if you add these 3 together, subtract from 360. So sectorial angle for food is equal to 360 degrees minus the sum of the other 3 sectors. So you have 360 degrees minus 240 degrees, and that is 120 degrees. Amount spent on food is sectorial angle for food 120 over total angles 360 times total amount. That is 1/3. If you reduce this times 10,800,000, and that gives 3,600,000 as the amount that was spent on food. C is the correct option. Petakus Simplified Maths. If you are viewing and watching from YouTube, subscribe to the channel, like and share PSM videos. If you are watching and viewing from Facebook, follow and like the page. Also share PSM videos. Question 31. A fair die is thrown 2 times. What is the probability that the sum of the scores is at least 10? You know, a die has a 6 side, 1 to 6. For 2 times, you can have 1 to 6, 1 to 6 in the table. So you are interested in these results from here and from here. So we get the sum. So the first die, you take one side and add to all the sides of the second die. You have 2 to 7. You do the same thing for all the sides. Now the total outcome is 36. We need at least sum of 10, that is 10 and above. So you have it from this place. At least 10 is somewhere here. If you count at least 10, there are 6 of them. So you have 6 over 36 as the required probability, and that gives 1 over 6. So B is the correct option. Question 32. The marks of 8 students in a test are 10, 4, 5, 3, 14, 13, 16, 7. Find the range. The range is the highest score minus the lowest score. Highest is 16 minus 3, and that is 13. C is the correct option. Question 33. If log 3s minus 1 base 2 is equal to 5, find the value of log s. To do this, we want to equate log to base 2. We can only do that if we have log to base 2 on the right hand side. From one of the laws of logarithm of its own base is 1. So thinking along log base 2, if you write log 2 base 2 here is 1 to the power of 5, so that you equate log to base 2 and you have 3s minus 1 equal to 2 power 5, and that is 32. You collect like terms and you have 3s equal to 32 plus 1. 3s equal to 33. Divide both sides by 3. S is equal to 33 over 3, and that is 11. D is the correct option. Question 34. A sphere of radius RCM has the same volume as a cylinder of radius 3 cm and height 4 cm. Find the value of arrow. From the question, volume of sphere equal to volume of cylinder. The formula for the volume of a sphere is this, and a cylinder is this. From here, you can divide through by pi arrow square. If you do that, you have 4 over 3 arrow equal to h, and you are asked to get arrow. So the height is 4. So you have 4 over 3 times arrow equal to 4. To get arrow, you first clear the fractions, and you have 4 times arrow equal to 4 times 3. Divide both sides by 4. You have arrow equal to 4 times 3 divided by 4. By the time 4 cancel 4, you have 3s, 3 cm remaining. So C is the correct option. Question 35. Express 1975 correct to 2 significant figures. That is the first 2 non-zero numbers from the left, and that is 9. Your focus is 9. The next number is 7. Round it up to 1. You add it to 9. That is 10. Put that 0, carry 1. Add 1 to 1. That is 2. And the remaining digit 7, 5 becomes 0. So you have 2000 to 2SF. D is the correct option. Question 36. In the diagram, MOPQ is a trapezium with QP parallel MO, MQ parallel NP, NQ parallel to OP. QP is 9 centimeters, and the height of triangle QNP is 6 centimeters. Calculate the height of the trapezium. From the markings, it is clear that all 3 triangles are equal in area. So let's find, since triangles are 3 and they are equal in area, once you get area of one of them, multiply it by 3, it gives the area of the trapezium. So area of one of them is half times base times height. That is 1 over 2 times 9 times 6 that is 27 square centimeters. Area of the trapezium is the area of the three triangles. That is 3 times 27 equal to 81 square centimeters. C is the correct option. Question 37. The perimeter of a sector of a circle of radius 21 centimeters is 64 centimeters. Find the angle of the sector. Perimeter of a sector is equal to 2 arrow plus theta over 360 degrees times 2 pi arrow. The perimeter is 64, radius is 21, so you have 2 times 21 plus theta is unknown over 360 times 2 times pi, 2 over 7 times 21. Note that everything here is 1/10 and this as well. Alright, so you have 64. If you multiply here, you have 42. You can divide 21 by 7 and you have 3. You can divide 360 by 2 and you have 180. Now let's collect like terms. You transfer this term to the left hand side. You have 64 minus 42. Again, you can reduce this and this by 2 and you have theta over 90 degrees times 11 times 3. If you subtract here, you have 22. You can reduce 3 and 90 and you have 30. So clear the fractions and you have 22 times 30 degrees equal to 11 theta. To get theta, divide both sides by 11. So theta is equal to 22 times 30 degrees over 11. Divide 22 by 11, you have 2. 2 times 30 is 60 degrees. So B is the correct option. Question 38. You have this Venn diagram. You have two subsets, M and N, and you are asked to determine M prime intersection N. Now, the universal set is the addition or the element in M, that is AB, intersection, that is C, and N, that is FG. That is A, B, C, F, G. Now, M prime, they are the element in M, but not in the universal set. So, if you remove AB from universal set, you have C, F, G. So, M prime is C, F, G, and N is F, G. So, by intersection, they have F, G in common. So, C, A is the correct option. Question 39. If 20 modulo 9 is equivalent to y modulo 6, find the value of y. This is what we have here. Simply means that what you have here, 20, is equal to y, but 20 is not an element in modulo 9. Modulo 9 has 9 elements from 0 to 9, 0 to 8, 0 to 8. What you do is that you divide 20 by 9 and note the remainder. If you divide 20 by 9, you have 2 remainder 2. So 20 modulo 9 simplifies to 2 modulo 9. So the problem itself should be 2 modulo 9 equal to y modulo 6. Y modulo 6. So it means that y is equal to 2 by comparison. So B is the correct option. Question 40. Simplify p minus arrow in brackets minus r squared minus arrow squared over 2p squared minus 4p arrow. So this is the problem. This term can be written twice in this form. When you expand it, you have this, and okay, this what you have. From here, plus arrow squared minus arrow squared is 0. You are left with p squared. If you add these two terms, you have minus 2p arrow. Next thing is to factorize. From the numerator, p is common. Factor at p, you are left with p minus 2 arrow. The denominator, 2p is common. If you factor it out, you are left with p minus 2 arrow as well. So these two terms cancel this. P also cancel p. You are left with 1 over 2. So A is the correct option. Petakus simplified maths. If you are viewing and watching from YouTube, ensure that you subscribe to this channel, like and share PSM video. If you are watching and viewing from Facebook, follow and like the page. Also share PSM videos. Question 41. In the diagram, O is the center of the circle. Angle QPS equal to 100 degrees. Angle PSQ equal to 60 degrees. Angle QSR equal to 80 degrees. Calculate angle SQR. So we are asked to find this angle. If we are able to get this angle, we can consider triangle QSR. And if you look at the quadrilateral, this angle that we must get first plus 100 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. So you have angle P, angle QSP plus angle QRS equal to 180 degrees. Opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral. So we need angle QRS. If you transfer angle QPS, which is 100 degrees, to the other side, you have 180 degrees minus 100 degrees equal to 80 degrees. If we now consider angle QSR, if you add the three angles in that triangle, the sum is also equal to 180. And we are looking for angle SQR. You transfer the remaining angles, which are 80, 80. So you have 180 degrees minus 80 degrees minus 80 degrees, and that is 20 degrees. A is the correct option. Question 42. A bag contains 5 red and 4 blue identical balls. If 2 balls are selected at random from the bag, one after the other with replacement, so you must know the condition with replacements. Find the probability that the first is red and the second is blue. When you pick or select with replacement, the total is not affected, because after the first selection, before the second one, you replace that one, so the total remains the same. Solution: probability: first is red and second is blue, shows dependent law of multiplication. That is probability arrow B, which means probability of selecting blue given that the first selection is red. So you have 4 over 9 for blue times 5 over 9 for red. Because I said that with replacement, the total is not affected. When you multiply, you have 20 over 81. So C is the correct option. Question 43. The relation y equal to s squared plus 2s plus k passes through the point 2, 0. Find the value of k. The given point simply implies that s is equal to 2 and y is equal to 0. So you take the relation, you replace s with 2 and y with 0 in this form. If you simplify, you have this. Now this is 0. 4 plus 4 is 8. If you transfer it to the left hand side, you have minus 8. Then k is remaining. Therefore, k is equal to minus 8. So A is the correct option. Question 44. Find the next 3 terms of the sequence 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. Solution: what we try to do here is to get the pattern before you can get the next 3 terms. Now the first term is equal to 0. Second term is equal to third term. So if you add first term to the second and third term, you get third term as 1. Now fourth term is third term plus fourth term itself. That is 3. The fifth term. So the fifth term is fourth term plus third term. That gives 5. The sixth term. What that means is that the pattern is adding the 2 previous terms to get the next term. The next 3 terms are, so you add 5 and 8 to get 13. The other one, you add 8 and 13, you have 21. The other term, you add 13 and 21, that is 34. So the next 3 terms are 13, 21, and 34. So D is the correct option. Question 45. Find the lower quartile of the distribution illustrated by the cumulative frequency curve. The lower quartile is also known as first quartile, and that is Q1. And you get Q1 by multiplying cumulative frequency by 1 over 4. In other words, you divide it by 4, because quartile divides distribution into 4 equal parts. The total cumulative frequency is 600. So you have 1 over 4 times 600, and that is 150 position. So you come here, this is 150. So you trace 150 to meet the curve, and you trace down to the cumulative frequency axis, and that point is 19.0. So B is the correct option. Question 46. The ratio of the exterior angle to the interior angle of a regular polygon is 1:11. How many sides has the polygon? Solution: let M and N be the interior and exterior angles respectively. The question started with exterior angle, so our exterior angle is N. So you have N ratio M is equal to 1:11. If you express this in fractional form, you have N over M equal to 1/11. If you cross multiply, you have M equal to 11N. Now, in a regular polygon, interior and exterior angles are always on a straight line and their sum is 180. So you have M plus N is equal to 180 degrees. We need to get the exterior angle since its sums is 360 degrees. The sum of exterior angle is 360, and that is easier to get. So you have here, if we replace, since we have M as 11N, so you have 11N for M plus N equal to 180 degrees. So if you add, you get 12N equal to 180. To get N first, divide both sides by 12. So N gives 15 degrees. Now, number of sides. You divide each exterior angle is 360 degrees over N. So if you divide this by 15 degrees, so if you divide it by the angle, you get N, and that is 24. So B is the correct option. Question 47. Halima is N years old. Her brother's age is 5 years more than half of her age. How old is her brother? That is simple. How old is her brother? Now let Halima's age be N as given in the question. Half of her age is N over 2, and her brother is 5 years more than half of her age. That is N over 2 plus 5. D is the correct option. Question 48. In the diagram, MN is a chord of a circle KMN. Center O and radius is 10 cm. If angle MON is 140 degrees, find correct to the nearest centimeter the length of the chord. So you have again angle MON is 140 degrees. Find the length of the chord. The diagram is reproduced in this form. So we have the angle at the center, because we now have a triangle, half. So half of the angle at the center is 70 degrees. Now length of chord is MN, and MN is MS plus SN. MS plus SN. This operation also means that the length of the chord mn can be obtained by multiplying ms by 2 or sn by 2, but we have to get ms from the diagram. So let's consider triangle MSO. So in that triangle, if this angle is 70, MS becomes opposite and MO is hypotenuse. So we must look at sine. Sine 70 degrees equal to MS opposite over 10 hypotenuse, and MS is simply 10 times sine 70 degrees. That is 10 times 0.9369369. If you multiply, you have 9.3969. So mn is simply multiplying ms by 2, and you have 18.7938. To nearest centimeters, that is 19 centimeters. A is the correct option. Question 49. An object is 6 meters away from the base of a mast. If the angle of depression of the object from the top of the mast is 50 degrees, find correct to 2 decimal places. Find correct to 2 decimal places the height of the mast. So this is the height of the mast H. For us to have angle of depression, that means you have observer here. So the eye level to this line that join the height of the mast to the ground level is 50 degrees, and this is the corresponding angle of elevation. And angle of elevation and depression are always equal because they are alternate angle. So you have from the base, the distance is 6 meters. Distance is 6 meters, not centimeters. So to get height, we consider triangle THTBO or OBT. This angle is right angle, so you have 50 H and 6 meters. We must consider tangent, because tangent defines the ratio of opposite to adjacent. So in triangle TOB, tan 50 degrees is equal to height, that is H over 6, the adjacent. So to get height, simply multiply tan 50 degrees by 6, and you have it in this form. When you multiply, you have 7.1505. To 2 decimal places, you consider 2 numbers or 2 digits after the point. That is 15. The next one is 0. You round it down, so you have 7.15. D is the correct option. Question 50. From the diagram, which of the following is true? You have m plus n plus p equal to 180 degrees, m plus n equal to 180 degrees, m equal to p plus n, and n equal to m plus p. Diagram is reproduced. This angle here is equal to p. That is vertically opposite angle. If you look at this triangle now, you will see that this is an exterior angle. An exterior angle is equal to sum of the 2 opposite interior angles. Hence, N is equal to M plus P. So D is the correct option. Petakus Simplified Maths. If you are watching or viewing from YouTube, subscribe to this channel, like and share PSM videos. If you are watching or viewing from Facebook, follow and like the page. Also share PSM videos. Lastly, there is every need for you to be saved. And to do that, you have to give your life to the Lord Jesus Christ, the one that can save you, and confess him as your Lord and personal Savior every day of your life. If you are saved already, congratulations. Live righteously and be prepared, because on the last day some will be taken and some will be left. Take good care of yourself. Stay out of trouble. Study your books. Do the needful at all times. Flee every appearance of evil. Don't defraud others to make money. Use your hands and your brain to work genuinely and legally, and the Lord will bless you. Goodbye.